Okay, hello everybody, it's the Troublehead here. Now today what we are gonna be doing is a predictions video for 2014 and 2015 NHL season. Training camp starts in a few weeks. I know the NHL 15 demo comes out, the video game by EA Sports for hockey that comes out every year. So let's get started with the Pacific Division. Now first up, I'm gonna have the LA Kings. I think they're gonna win their division this year because if they're winning the cup, they're that modern team, but they're not gonna go very far in the playoffs. I can tell you that much. They're not gonna go far. So, I think maybe the second round they'll get eliminated. I'm not sure, but you know, they did play pretty good, but you know they're gonna have a bit of a hangover. Now, in second, my favorite team, the Anaheim Ducks. I think with the loss of Solani was really good, but and the Robidas, those guys were really big players for them. They're really good depth players, but now they do not have any good depth players. They just added Heatley, and they don't have Hiller anymore, who went to another team in their division, which I'll get to in a few minutes. So I don't think that anything good came out of free agency for them this year. I really don't know what to say about that. You know, as a Ducks fan, but Gibson is getting called up, and he did really well in his first few NHL games, except for the playoffs. He sucked in the playoffs. Game 7 against LA. Right, next up we have the San Jose Sharks. They did lose Dan Boyle, they did lose Marty Hathaway, but they are still a good team. And every year the Sharks are always in the playoffs. I think they'll just continue their good depth that they always do. Right now we got 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now none of these teams are really good. I'm debating on what team should go here, but the Vancouver Canucks at number 4. Yes, I think they will be a playoff team this year because they're the Canucks. Sorry for that, my little brother. He's probably getting tickled. Yes, they didn't get a new coach, I believe a new GM, and Ryan Miller, a huge signing. And I think Ryan Miller will be able to get them in the playoffs by 1 or 2 points, maybe even 3. Because 5 is the Edmonton Oilers. We always hear on how great this team will be and that they'll always be in the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think they will get better, especially with adding some size to their forward lineups with Leon Draisaitl. Now, wait, I believe he is a, what's it called, I can't think of it. Leon Draisaitl, what is he? He's a, yeah, that's right, he's a center, I was right. Okay, so, next up we have in the 6th spot, we have the Arizona Coyotes. You know, I really hope this team makes the playoffs. I really do like the Coyotes, but, you know, I think they won't make the playoffs because they had a good, stable amount of fans coming to the games. Then it just, like, dropped. I know after the draft, I went on to their website, ArizonaCoyotes.com, and what they did was they made a, what's it called? They said draft party hit 1,500, while most draft parties are about 1,000, so that's kind of sad. Next up, in the bottom of the division, the Calgary Flames. Right. So since the Calgary Flames, they only upgraded goaltending and Jonas Hiller, but I don't think the. I know they're just gonna be at the bottom. Hold on a second. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. So so next up we got the not the Metropolitan, the Central Division. Now first up, Patrick Waugh in the Colorado Avalanche. The Avalanche, yes, I do believe the Avalanche will make the playoffs because after last year's hot streak, they did have a hot streak that, kind of got a lot of people. Gabe, can you please get out of the way? So the hot streak, in my opinion, was really good, and I think it's going to happen again, possibly, or maybe. But I think they'll edge out with the Blues, especially with how they played. So they'll edge out with the Blues, who did end up losing Ryan Miller. So that's a huge decrease in goaltending. So next up we have the Dallas Stars at the third spot in the Central Division. Now, I thought they were in the Pacific Division because of last year, but I guess not, because I Googled it. Like, I'll Google it right now. Wait a second. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, that's what it looks like. Everybody keeps saying what's it called? What is it? I can't think of it. The playoff thing, Central Division, like, I don't know why everybody says it. I guess it must be the thing, but I could have sworn that the Avalanche did have their own. Well, not the Avalanche, the Stars were in the Pacific Division. I think they were a few years ago till the realignment that started this year. So next up we have the Minnesota Wild. I know you guys are going insane right now. You're thinking, what? How could I leave out the Blackhawks? Guess what? The Wild are a better team than the Blackhawks. But when they face each other, the Blackhawks will win. But I think the Wild, they're going to continue their streak. They're just like the Sharks. I think they will have a good presence. So that's why I have the Blackhawks at fifth. Now I was debating with this one as well. The Jets and the Leafs. My cat. And not the Leafs, the Predators, because the Jets, I think they'll be better. But the Predators are better. Are the better team, but the Jets always do better than them, so that's why I have it. Now we're gonna go kick over to the Atlantic Division. Where you want the Predator? You want the Predators jersey? Okay. So the President's Trophy winning team, the Boston Bruins, will win the President's Trophy again. This is just my opinion, because they're really good, but except they need better teams, but they're always gonna make it, and they're gonna finish a couple points before Habs again. And then the Tampa Bay Lightning, yep, they're going to be in third. Basically the same playoffs as last year. It's all the same, basically. So then we have the Leafs. Yeah, because I'm not even going to say it. Wings are in 4. They're going to continue their playoff streak. Now I have the Leafs in 5th place. I think after last year's shaky season, I think they'll be ready. They were just like the Boston Red Sox. Hey, we're going to do really bad. They won the World Series, then they declined, but except the Leafs didn't win any championship. They just made the playoffs as a number 5 seed. But I think They'll be in 5th. Now, with number 6, I'm going to take the Florida Panthers with their off-season improvements. That's why I have them as number 6. Number 7 will be the Buffalo Sabres. Their off-season improvements have done it. So, and plus the Senators, I have them at number 8 because they got rid of Jason Spezza. They're going to do horrible. I don't think they're going to go anywhere for at least 5 years. So now we're going to go to our final division, the Metropolitan Division. I'm going to have the Rangers finish first in that division, only because they're good and they made it to the Stanley Cup Final. And the Pens have been falling off lately. And I think the new coach will have a year or two to get and the GM to get used to the team. So I think they'll be in second. Now at number 3, I have the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yes, they're a better team than they were last year. Now, don't get mad at me for leaving the Flyers out, but the Capitals will make the playoffs. They'll edge out the Flyers by 2 points. Okay? So that's why the Flyers are in 5th. And then 6th, the Islanders, because they are bad. They're a bad team. So that's why I have them at number 6. I do like their off season, but you know, sometimes you just can't always get it. And then number 7 is the Carolina Hurricanes. I think they'll finish the same they did last year. And then the Devils, they were extremely good, but they're just gonna fall off. And plus the loss of Brodeur, some good depth. They're not going to do good. But they did add Marty Havlat, but I don't think that's good enough to get them. I actually think they're going to decrease because Marty Havlat is pretty old. And the Capitals, they did get Brooks Orpik. Nobody likes the deal, but, you know, he will help them. So that'll be it for my NHL 2014-2000. Oh, no, excuse me. No, that's not it. No, because we need to do the playoffs. So the Kings will face the Canucks in the first round. Kings will move on, and so will the Ducks, because they'll beat the Sharks. So then it'll be Kings Ducks in one round, and then Avalanche and Wild. I think it's going to be a repeat of last year, the Wild and Blue Stars. I think the Stars, especially with their acquisition, I think it'll be the Stars and the Wild. So then I have a feeling that the Stars are going to win. They're going to go on to the Western Conference Finals. So are the Kings. And I think the Stars will take them in 7. The Stars may win the Cup, actually. And the Bruins and the Wings, I think the Bruins will move on. And so will the Habs. So the Bruins and the Habs. Okay, so then the Rangers and the Pens. No, the Rangers and the Caps. I think the Rangers will move on, and so will the Pens over the Jackets, just like last year they faced off. Then the Rangers and the Pens in the second round again. I'm going to take the Rangers again and the Bruins. It's going to be a huge battle, but the Bruins are going to make it, and they're going to beat the Dallas Stars, get revenge off of Sagan, and Boston's going to be partying. I live in Boston, and no, I am not being biased at all, because if I was biased, I would have made my team with the, you know, the Stanley Cup winner if I was biased. I had them at, what was it, 3rd? 2nd or 3rd, I forget already. So, yeah, that is it. And thank you guys for watching now. And we'll see you next time. And as always, the Jubbahead here. Please remember to like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. And goodbye. I'm out of here. Peace.